Hello and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Ben.
I'm Hunter.
And turns out that new Ben and new Hunter threw us into a Lazarus pit and we came back to life. Funny how that works out. And if you like this episode, be sure to give us a like and subscribe if you want to hear more. If you don't know what a Lazarus pit is, look up some stuff about Batman. You'd be surprised what you see about Lazarus pits. It's a little weird. It's a weird part of Batman. Anyways, if you want to catch new episodes, check us out every Wednesday and Sunday. And without further ado, Hunter, would you like to start?
Earlier we were talking about GTA 6 possibly being, I said it, but it's probably like the most anticipated game ever. Are you like at all excited about it, or do you not really give a shit?
It's GTA, so I'm excited, but also like I don't have a new system to play it, so I have realistic, expectations of when I'm going to play it, which is probably like 2 or 3 years from now, or after it comes out, maybe, because I don't really go the PlayStation and Xbox route, and it seems like the Switch can't really handle that good of graphics. Mm-hmm. Even the Switch 2's can't really handle that good of graphics. Switch 2 just got most things up to 60 FPS, like clearly, which is, about 2 or 3 generations back for the Xbox, PlayStation stuff.
Oh, jeez.
But Switch games, in my opinion, are a lot more fun. I don't know. Something about a Mario game is infinitely more fun to me than almost any game on the Xbox. There's a few here and there, I'm not going to say it's like every single game is worse than Mario games, but a fair amount. Like a good chunk.
For sure. Just taking in everything you said.
I don't think there's a single Assassin's Creed game that's better than Super Mario Odyssey, which is the last 3D platformer Mario game. There's been another one, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I haven't played that yet, but Super Mario Odyssey's 3D, so it's like you can go in any direction instead of just scrolling to the right. But I don't think there's a single Assassin's Creed game. I don't think there's a single Gears game that's probably better than that one, and I'm a big Gears fan. I love Gears of War. It's one of my favorite franchises, but there's no way that any of those are better than Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey's fun. It's puzzles, it's fighting, it's everything. It's, you got to be smart. Gears of War, you just got to know how to aim a gun and hide.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is how a lot of, definitely more recent games are, is just if you can put bullets on the target, efficiently enough, you're going to be okay.
Yeah. And here's the thing, even Final Fantasy, maybe there's one Final Fantasy game that's better than Super Mario Odyssey. And that's probably about it. Out of a franchise with 16 games, critically acclaimed, some of the best games of all time that some people consider. Everybody's fucking in love with Final Fantasy VII.
Shitload of partnerships.
Yeah, and you know what? They're good games. They are. They're fun. But again, Super Mario Odyssey, it's just a good game.
Wasn't Soul Calibur the game where they would integrate a bunch of different characters?
On occasion, not to the degree like Super Smash Bros. Did.
Oh, okay.
Because Super Smash Bros. You can have Solid Snake, like from Metal Gear Solid, really? And you can have him fight Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, or he can fight Pac-Man or Sonic or the dog from Duck Hunt.
Does Pac-Man, is it literally just the head with black arms and legs?
No, he's like the 3D Pac-Man with arms and legs. Have you ever seen the Pac-Man 3D games? Mm-mm. Oh yeah, they had years ago they gave him arms and legs. So that's the version they use. But a lot of his attacks are throwing pellets and then chomping on them. And he attacks in that frequency.
Throwing pellets and then munching them.
Yep, pretty much. And then his jaw hits the enemies and they get hurt and stuff. There's a ton. And Mario's in that one. That I would say as far as fighting games, Super Smash Bros. Has the most diverse roster of characters.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally a mixed match of tons of different games. It used to just be Nintendo, and then they hooked up with a bunch of other places groups, and they even have the main character of Kingdom Hearts in the newest one.
Oh wow.
Sora. I don't know if you've ever played Kingdom Hearts. Good game.
No, I haven't. You've recommended it.
Yeah, it's basically like a Disney RPG, but with real-time fighting. It's a blast, dude. It's really, really fun.
Did you ever get a chance to check out that game I was asking you about the other day? Well, last week. I can't remember the name of it now.
Expedition 33?
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. No, I've been playing a Pokemon game lately.
Oh, okay.
Gotta catch them all, man.
I was watching some of the other YouTubers I watch, and they were all kind of giving it like glowing fucking reviews and stuff like that. And I was like, this kind of sounds like it'd be right up Ben's alley because it's, it's an RPG that apparently has a really good story, which I know you're into both of those. I mean, who doesn't love a good story, but the RPG.
Yeah, the problem is, like, once you've played, like, an outstanding story, like, a lot of these stories that people are, like, young people are being, like, because people on YouTube are typically young that review games, and they have an opinion that I don't always share. It's like they don't know the history of games. They didn't watch it progress from, like Super Mario all the way to, like, Halo and beyond, to what it is now. It's a crazy evolutionary jump, but I don't think a lot of the younger kids understand, like, have you ever heard of the game Mass Effect?
Yeah.
It's probably the greatest story of all time.
Is that the one out in space?
Yeah.
You're using, like, tools and shit to kill the aliens or whatever?
No, you use, like, guns and stuff. Basically, you're trying to save the galaxy from, like, destruction.
Okay.
But it's a great story, and it has a lot of, like, hidden elements to it like a good story does. It doesn't tell you, like, hey, this character hates you like most video games do. It's like the enemies in the game, they don't hate you. They consider you nothing. You are an insect, and you fight back. You fight back with every other world to exist, and you unite different worlds, and some worlds you have the option to enslave. You can literally, like, in the third game, there's a point where you can create a repurposed genophage to make a species incapable of breeding so they don't take over the universe.
Hey, we did that.
What? Who's we? I didn't do nothing.
Well, humans, we created a species that's incapable of breeding.
Oh, donkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but
It is weird.
But no, they created a virus to stop them from being able to breed.
Oh, okay.
Like, they made it because they were just, like, a really hostile species that had, like, basically nuked themselves into oblivion.
Like biological neutering.
Yeah, but, like, the ones who survived were super resilient, so they were, like, really hard to kill. And they were, like, really strong and all this stuff. And, you have to make the moral choice of, do I basically make this species extinct, or do I let them try and reform? And, like, one of your crewmates from the first game is one of that species. And so you kind of see him change from being really hostile to kind of more of a balanced dude. He becomes, like, different as the games go on. Because it's a series of 3 games. You can't just play the first one and be done with it. You don't get the full story. You got to play all 3. They have, like, a legendary edition for PlayStation, so.
That's another reason I love Fallout so much is, like, you can pick up from pretty much any of them, and they'll do a pretty good job of catching you up on, like, what's going on.
Yeah.
But, like, there's so much to that game to where, like, by number 4, which is the one that you and I play a bunch, it'll reference, like, real world stuff. I was listening to a video today where it was talking about how you can find references to, like, Die Hard and shit. As far as, like, dialogue and then, like, things you can find, like duct tape, a teddy bear, and a pack of cigarettes or something like that. Because that's what John McClane, like, he would duct tape his feet, and he had the bear for his kid and the cigarettes because he was always smoking during the whole fucking movies. But they'll also reference themselves because there's so much, lore and, like,
worlds created, worlds creating. I mean, Fallout's been around for a while. Not too many games though in that frame of time.
Yeah, no, that's true. And the first one was like, wasn't it like a top down kind of a game?
I don't really know. I never played the first 2. It comes across as like a top down, like, tactics game where you move people on, like, a map, a square. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know those games where you see where people move on squares and individually, and I think it's like that.
Yeah, and then, like, best position.
But like people in your party can like permanently die and stuff like that. And
Okay. Well, that actually sounds pretty fun, but could also be super fucking frustrating.
yeah, I've heard it's very frustrating. Oh man, enough about video games, dude. I gotta tell you, this recovery from the vid, man, has been killing me. I just like the brain fog. The levels of brain fog are crazy, dude. I've been having all sorts of issues, like thinking of things. Like I'll think of something, then it just goes right out the fucking window.
Probably get tagged for like COVID shit on
Yeah,
YouTube now.
yeah, whatever. They can deal with it, dude. I'm telling you, if I lost my sense of taste, but it almost got rid of my allergies, and now I'm like the brain fog is destroying my fucking mind, man.
You know what'll suck too is once the brain fog passes, you'll have your allergies again.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's how I know my allergies will be back.
It's like restarting your phone. It only lasts for so long.
It's said that can happen. It said it's like it does like a system restart on your body sometimes. Like COVID can just like it's like literally when you fucking reset your computer.
Yeah.
Like it did that to my fucking nasal passages. Dude, I've never smelled so many things in my life. It's so fucking weird. I smell everything.
Yeah. That's not always a good thing.
No, not when I'm around fucking the fart buster.
Hey, I haven't ripped one fart since I got here.
That's true. But did you eat?
No.
Well, there you go. There's nothing to fart out there.
Yeah, fair enough. I literally haven't eaten all day.
What are you drinking there?
Some lame ass cappuccino.
Cappuccino's pretty good. I thought you were a coffee guy.
It is, but I had already cleaned the coffee maker and everything, and I wanted something to sip on when I came over.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know, man. Coffee is not, my cup of tea. I'm not
It's coffee, so it wouldn't be a cup of tea.
Besides your smart ass comment, I'm not a big coffee guy. I don't know, man. It's bitter. It's bitter and kind of gross.
Definitely not alone in that. There's a lot of people that don't like coffee.
It's just weird
What
that
I don't understand are people that don't like tea or coffee. It's like, what do? You just drink Monster and Red Bull? You fucking freak.
Animals. You fucking animals.
And I, on the other hand, I like coffee and tea. I'd definitely rather have coffee. But I'll definitely fucks with some tea. Hot, cold.
Yeah, tea's good, man. I talked about that with New Hunter in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God they threw us in a Lazarus pit. Do you even know what a Lazarus pit is? I'm going to be honest. I
remember you telling me about it, and that's how they brought Batman back and a bunch of other people.
Bunch of other people. That's how they brought the second Robin back, and he fucking went crazy. Yeah, Lazarus pits.
Was Lazarus some sort of a Greek?
It was like I don't know if it was Greek, but they were found by the League of Assassins, who's run by Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Or Ra's al Ghul if you're a fucking uncivilized fucking plebe.
If I were to just read it without knowing that, I probably would say Raz. How's it spelled? Like R-A-Z? Or?
R-A-S, but with apostrophe. So it's Ra's al Ghul. Because he's like some sort of Middle Eastern, but a fictional Middle Eastern country, I believe. I can't remember.
Right.
So his origins probably changed over the years too, so it's who knows really what it is anymore.
Yeah. I think it would be easier to make a character from a fake European country because there's just so many.
Yeah, you could just throw a Slovakia at the end and you're good.
Yeah, definitely.
Stugel Slovakia?
No, you literally could. Europe is so densely packed with countries, and then you have some of the smallest countries in the world on that continent, and then the biggest, which Russia, as far as landmass goes.
Are you gonna talk about your love of Russia again?
Did I?
No, I'm making fun of you because we're Americans and we can't love Russia. It's just written in our American blood.
I think Russians are pretty cool. I don't
mean the Russian people.
Yeah, Russian people are dope.
Russian people seem pretty cool, pretty wild. They'd be fun, I think, to have around.
You know who else seems really wild and fun and kind of hardcore is fucking Australians, man.
Yeah, have you ever met an Australian?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I have either. I don't know why. Seems strange,
Maybe they just don't come to our part of the country very often.
Well, I guess not. That's weird. Wonder why.
I've met, dozens of British people and Germans and shit.
Yeah, I've met Irish too.
Polish.
Yeah. Well,
Ton of Mexicans.
yeah, I've met a lot of different groups too, but yeah, never. Maybe I've met an Australian like briefly, and I
It's
just
possible
like
I did and did,
like, and
don't
it just
remember.
yeah, I didn't realize it. You know,
Thought they were British or something.
I feel like the most famous Australian's got to be like Steve Irwin, though, right?
I was going to say the same thing.
Like Steve Irwin's the shit.
Yeah.
He had, he got killed by the fucking manta ray though, which is crazy. Of all the ways I thought he was gonna go, I didn't think it would be that.
Yeah, a guy that like jumps on crocodiles for a living.
Yeah, right. Like, dude was literally jumping on him and like holding him. He's like, "Ready, be ready. He's gonna roll."
Oh, he's really pissed off now. Well, and the thing is too, like a dude that intense and like such an adrenaline junkie, because I mean, you don't do stuff like that if you don't get like an especially good high off of the adrenaline.
I just thought he loved animals.
No, well, he did, but like a dude that intense, also being like such, as far as everybody could tell, such a fucking wholesome, clean cut guy. Which I don't know if that's rare or not for Australians. Because
where were you going with that?
I don't know the what do you call it, the dichotomy of like someone who can be so intense and almost like animalistic in their endeavors. I'm definitely not saying this right. But then on the other side can be really gentle and kind. It seems weird to me, I guess. Maybe it's because of the era I grew up in where like people were pretty one-dimensional as far as...
Oh, I just thought that was kind of like that was, being a man. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I actually, like, usually I'm trying to make a joke here, but I just thought that was like part of what you did when you were like a real man. You were tough and, you vigorously pursued things that you wanted and did what you had to do. And then when you got home, you were soft and gentle to your family. I thought that was kind of the whole dealio.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on what culture you grow up in.
I mean, American culture, basic.
Yeah.
American culture.
I guess you ask some people, in American culture, men are supposed to be hard and unfeeling. And then you ask others, and, they should basically be doormats that cry all the time. Or, I mean, the ideal man in America is one that, is strong and resilient and capable of ultra violence and knows when you want to be made love to or have your face mushed into the fucking pillows and slammed into oblivion.
That's
but then also, will like is able to braid your daughter's hair and fucking dress up.
That is a leap, bro. You lost me. You totally
I
lost
kind of
me.
lost myself in that.
Yeah, I could tell. You were fucking grasping for straws at the end there. That was a strange leap. I'll say that.
I guess all in all, I'll cut it short. I guess all in all, in American culture, we don't really know as a collective what we want men and women to be. I feel like other cultures really may not have it figured out, but they have it figured out for them.
I figured out for them if that means like making women wear face masks. I don't think that's okay, but that's just my opinion. Like, I don't think women should be forced to wear, like, cover themselves if they don't want to.
No, they definitely should.
No. I think if they want to, that's fine, but, like, to be arrested for not covering yourself?
That's totally fine.
No, that's really fucked up. That's like arresting bald guys for not wearing hats. It's weird. I mean, I don't think I've ever talked about my religion on the show. I'm a Buddhist.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Yep.
So I just believe in, basic Buddhist beliefs. I'm not like a good Buddhist, let's be honest.
Yeah, most people aren't good to their religion.
Like, I try my best to live by the truths and all the
teachings.
All the teachings. Yeah, I can't remember the names right now, of course, when I'm on the spot. Because it's all like different language things, so it's hard to remember exactly what the names are. I think it's called the Siddhartha.
Sounds familiar.
And the
Dharma?
There's the Dharma, but that's like something else that has to. It's man. So like I said, not a great Buddhist, but I do believe in the general principles of do unto others as you do unto yourself.
Yeah.
I believe in karma. I believe in reincarnation and all that. Mm-hmm. So, like, naturally, my beliefs wouldn't align with something like that. But like that's the best part of being American. I can disagree with that and say it out loud and not be persecuted for it. I just think like in my mind, there were like these Iranian women I saw on the Piers Morgan show the other day. Shout out to Piers Morgan. I love his interviews. They're hilarious. They're really funny and they're sometimes just so unhinged. But he had this woman on who was from Iran and she didn't want to wear her like face coverings and all that. And she didn't. And she was like, they tried to like hunt her down and arrest her for it. Jeez. And now she can't even return to her own country. And I just think that's just kind of a messed up way to live. Like, it's just hair and a mouth. Like, how threatening. Like, she's not unclothing herself on stage like we do in America. That's disgusting, if I'm being honest. That's shameful and mediocre behavior. You know what I mean? Like, do not get naked in public. That's just common sense.
Right.
Even if you're, like, celebrating something at a concert, whatever, keep your fucking clothes on.
I mean, show your tits at a concert. That's fine. But...
Well, if the band requests it and it's it's like a 21 and over show, but sometimes you'll see, like, titties at, like, not like at family events, but like you see
like
online,
all ages
there's
stuff.
Yeah, you'll see online there's all ages stuff, and then there's like half naked women or half.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like that to me is unnecessary.
Even like going to the beach.
But having your full body covered and just your head out, how threatening is that to people that they would have to arrest somebody for it? That to me, I guess that just goes to show like the difference in cultures too.
Oh yeah.
Because for them, it's completely acceptable and normal. And for me, it just seems fucking blasphemous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, their religion mandates it. And if you're all in, man, you got to be all fucking in.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been all in on anything like that.
I do.
I imagine that's why they would come to America. America's one of the freest... Maybe it's not one of the freest places in the world. That might not be true. But...
Top five.
You're free enough that you can have an opinion and say it, and it's not against the law.
And the government can't, really do anything about it.
Thank God.
Well, not get as long as they don't get caught. But that doesn't mean there won't be repercussions from the general public around you.
Yeah. It's just like, I just don't agree with the fucking headdress thing, really.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't agree with a lot of it, but I don't agree with a lot of Christianity or...
I'm going to level with you. If you really look like at the Muslim religion and the Jewish religion and the Christian religion, Catholic, whatever that one is, they all kind of have similar beliefs. They just disagree on who the Messiah is.
Yeah.
Christians, Catholics, it's Jesus Christ. For the Jewish population, it's Moses. For the Muslim, it's Muhammad, right?
Yeah, well, that's like the prophet.
Like the chosen one.
Right, but I believe...
Or was it someone different in the Muslim religion?
I mean, again, I'm dumb and I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know, Allah is God. And they say that, like, God is God. There's no difference between Christian God and Allah or whatever, Muslim God. It's just everything else in between that they don't really see eye to eye on.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, there have been wars waged over this stuff. I mean, they're still waging wars about it. All over a small disagreement about who's the main guy.
I mean, the vast majority of like the world's calamity and wars has been because over religion.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? People gonna religionize.
Yeah. It was only when I met you that, I found out you're a Buddhist and everything, and I kind of started reading into it because I was just interested. Never before that I really looked into it at all. And I found that, like, a lot of the stuff it teaches already kind of, or aligned with a lot of the, like, opinions and stuff I had already.
Yeah, I mean, it's just generally don't be a douchebag to other people. That's kind of like, and existence of suffering and all that.
And there is no, like, deity or anything to, like, worship.
The pursuit is nirvana.
I don't remember the guy's full name, but Buddha...
Siddhartha Buddha,
yeah. He was just a dude.
Yeah.
And, like, I think I read something about, like, if you want to pray to him, that's fine, but it doesn't, don't expect anything.
Yeah, it's not, like, a reciprocal thing.
Yeah.
But the whole pursuit is to reach nirvana. It's about being the best Buddhist you can be and then eventually reaching nirvana, which is inner peace with oneself to break the cycle of reincarnation. It took me about 15 minutes to remember stuff, but I got there.
So, and that means you've reached enlightenment, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you break the cycle of reincarnation. You go to what? You go to nirvana, which is essentially like the Buddhist equivalent of heaven.
Okay.
Where you're just at peace.
Live in
for,
peace
for
the rest of
eternity.
Eternity.
Yeah. Which is kind of a pretty cool thing that I'm not going to complain if I go there.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Wouldn't complain about heaven either, but...
Well, here's another thing. I could be, not educated the best about this, but Christian heaven, I guess if you literally translate it from the Bible, it's just people surrounding God, worshiping Him for eternity. You're not seeing loved ones and fucking all the chicks you wanted to fuck, and you know what I'm saying. It's literally just you on your knees worshiping God, and you're the happiest you've ever been to do it.
Well, just in case I do go to hell, and I die before you, make sure to bury me with a couple blunts so I can share them with the devil, and he'll be like, this guy's cool. He brought me blunts.
I'm only gonna use the fucking.
Roll them up with some weed in them. Don't empty them.
I'm only gonna use the elephant-sized dildo on this guy.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't get the whole fucking.
I'm gonna get the sperm whale.
Yeah, or fucking some other monstrous animal.
Blue whale, I guess, the biggest animal.
Let's not get into the animal with the giant penis.
Getting away from penises, animals.
Thank God.
No, it's never a good thing to get away from penises, man. No, but moving on to animals, elephants are the biggest land animal, and then you got the blue whale or some shit like that. It's the biggest animal in the world.
Okay.
I mean, as far as we know, right?
I don't know. Why are you bringing it up? I'm just curious.
Just because, I started mentioning big ass animals, and kind of makes you wonder what used to exist before that. I mean, you've heard of megalodon, right? Yeah, the big shark. Yeah, I don't know how big they're supposed to be though. Whale sized or fucking.
I have no clue.
A world eater, fucking.
Well, they wouldn't be a world eater. They lived on the world.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But maybe that was from a time when the world was mostly or all water or something.
It's all water, man.
It's all water, man.
It's water. Everything's water. It's all water. Oh God, it's Water World all over again.
Did you enjoy Waterworld?
I honestly actually thought Waterworld was kind of a fun little movie.
Yeah.
I think it got way too much hate. I like people.
Does it get a lot of hate?
Oh my God, dude, that movie got eviscerated at the time. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, dude, they said they were like Kevin Costner's a failure. He's never gonna fucking make a movie again. He had 2 failures in a row. But dude, I thought that movie was pretty good.
I didn't know that.
The one where he was you remember the one where he was the male guy? He was the last mailman or whatever.
It was actually took place in the future.
Yeah. And it was
notes to you for most of the movie.
It was an apocalypse movie, basically. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But yeah, those 2 movies were just eviscerated, bro.
Wasn't it just called The Pony Express?
I don't remember what it was called.
I do know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, the delivery man or something. The mailman. It's the mailman or something, because everybody called him mailman in the movie or some shit like that. They all called him something, and that was the name of the movie. Postman?
Oh, the Postman.
Yeah, the Postman.
Yeah.
It's not his last name. A postman.
Postman. Well,
Postman would be if it was his last name, like John Postman.
What if he was Mr. Postman, the Postman?
That would make sense why people hated the movie. No, I thought those 2 movies were pretty solid. Looking back now, but at the time people fucking hated them.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
I always thought they were bangers because I liked them.
I thought Waterworld was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I like sci-fi.
Oh, that's considered sci-fi?
100%.
Okay.
Bro. It's a kind of a post-apocalyptic world where they're literally living on a raft.
Yeah.
And then the underwater shit. Remember when they get attacked by those guys who were underwater or whatever the fucking scene was? And they're riding some things underwater with helmets on, going after his raft.
I'm gonna have to rewatch.
Yeah, you gotta rewatch it because it's kind of a crazy movie. But yeah, I would consider that sci-fi. The Postman. You got me fucking doing it. The Postman, I would also consider kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because it's a post-apocalyptic future.
I suppose so.
And he's just like delivering the last letters that he had or whatever it was. I can't remember the point of that movie.
Yeah, me either. I'm gonna have to rewatch both of them.
Yeah, I do too, because it's been a while.
It's been too long. But I kind of like the whole like idea of like post-apocalyptic movies. I don't want to fucking live in it.
No,
if anything ever happens, I want the missile or the fucking asteroid to hit me right in the forehead.
I want to be the first one dead.
Exactly. I want it to hit me right in the forehead.
Honestly, I don't know, man. I think that would...
living in a post-apocalyptic world looks like it fucking sucks.
Yeah, well, if Fallout's anything to go by.
Yeah.
And that seems like a callback from the beginning and also a perfect time to end the show. Hunter, you want to take us out?
Another fun episode of Garage Talk. We hope you got some giggles and wiggles out of it. We certainly did. Ben, you got anything else to add, man?
Yeah, man. You know what, man? I don't think this podcast is big enough for the two of us.
You drawing on me, boy?
Yeah.
I'm Hunter.
Hospital.
That's Ben. This is Garage Talk.
Oh, God. Hunter, please.
Be sure to catch all of our new episodes every Sunday and Wednesday.
You fucking shot me.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Stop talking
and catch us
take
next
me
time.
to the hospital.